Hey guys, long time no see. Sorry for my vacancy the past, what has it been, like 3 months now? Um, I just really didn't want to film, and that is 100% my fault. But I'm here now, and hopefully, I know I said this last time, but I can get to a fairly regular filming schedule. So today's video is different from what I've done previously on my channel. I've done a desk tour and more makeup themed videos. And today I wanted to introduce you guys to my habit of bullet journaling. So as you can see here, I am just slapping some washi tape onto my paper, and I'm trimming the edges up that went off the edges of the paper. And I'll put this on both sides, and I normally like to put different layers of different types of tape, so you'll see that in a little bit later on. I mix lots of stickers, post-it notes, pen colors, all sorts of things to make my bullet journals really bright and happy and fun like that. Originally, I wanted to go with more of a dark brown gray kind of spread because I was researching the oh shoot, what is it called? Candles. I was researching candles and their meanings and how they can affect your daily life and stuff. What different colors mean, stuff like that. So I was creating a spread to contain my research on those. I only got through about 4 different colors, but I plan on doing more. But anyway, I digress. I ended up choosing purple, which is still kind of a dark-ish color, but it was brighter than I originally intended, and that's okay because how my bullet journals, normally go is I just kind of wing it. I do have a plan originally, but after I mess around with some of the papers and just materials that I have, I find myself doing something completely different. And I'm also making sure that I am open to mistakes and changes last minute when it comes to bullet journaling because it's a form of art, and art is not supposed to be something that's regulated or controlled in any sort of way. You just kind of go with the flow. I know that's cheesy, but I mean, it's true. You just kind of go with the flow with this sort of thing. So that's what I ended up doing for most of this. For a while, you can see me just putting more tapes and decorations, stickers, post-it notes, tape, all that sort of stuff. I said tape like twice, I think. Anyway, you see me do all of this different stuff. Here I am testing what the pens look like to make sure I'm using the right colors and I don't mess up my spread. And then I realized it doesn't really matter because, like I said earlier, I'm trying to be more open to mistakes and stuff like that within my art. How I normally do my bullet journals is I put down a base layer of decorations and papers, and then I go in and write what I need to write because it generally takes up a good chunk of the space, and I don't want to take too much of that precious space up that I could be used for writing and for decorations and stuff like that, because while it is an essential part of bullet journaling, it doesn't need to be the only part. And so here I am putting in the now title of my spread. I like to title it so I can keep it more organized. Obviously, everything I'm doing here is completely optional. Bullet journaling is completely up to the artist and how they want to go about their spread or page or pages and stuff like that. I like to have titles, and so I do them. And then I have subtitles within that page, and then I write, and you'll see me do all of this later on. But that's just how I go about. And then you'll see me write for a little bit, and I'll write, I think it's like one whole page of information, and then I go in and add some more decorations here and there. And that's okay. I just kind of slap them on wherever I want them and wherever I think they look good. And I notice after I write a little bit that I have some empty spaces that I don't necessarily like. So with those empty spaces, I'll go back in and put more tapes, stickers, stuff like that, little doodles with my mild liners or just my ballpoint pen. Anything that I might want, I just put in there. Most people generally also have a plan before they start writing a paper and stuff like that. And although this is not a paper for a grade or my job or anything like that, it is something that I want to have an impact in my life. And most people like to prepare stuff like that, especially when it's for more aesthetic purposes, like a bullet journal might be. However, I don't do that. I just kind of wing it. I normally think of like a color scheme ahead of time and I pull up a website that I get my information from. But I cut most of it out during editing, but there were periods where I would just stop and hold my pen in one position and read off my computer screen for a while. And then I would go back to writing and I would just kind of do that over and over again. And so, because of this, my bullet journals end up having more than just like one theme of information. So, while this is about candles and their more symbolism and impact on daily life, I do have some history behind some of the colors. Like, for example, the black and white, which were the first two colors that I did, I found out that in neo paganism there is a goddess called the triple goddess. The triple goddess is representative of the three cycles of female life, the reproduction, motherhood, stuff like that. I think specifically it was menstruation, breastfeeding, and pregnancy. I'm not positive on that, but I got all of the information about this from a Wikipedia search. So if you're also interested in neo-paganism and the triple goddess, I very much suggest you take a look at it. But anyway, so she has these three different parts of her being that are also symbolized in her symbol by the moon phases. I think it is 2 waning moons and 1 waxing. I might have that mixed up, but she is also represented by colors, and 2 of those colors were black and white. I did not figure out what the third was. I am meaning to, because although I only do 4 colors in this video, I am going to go in and do a lot more. I just didn't want to make this video hours long, because although this may be like a 17-minute video, but I spent easily over an hour on this just reading and researching, because I found myself getting carried away. I thought this was a very interesting topic that I decided to write on, and I'm very glad that I decided to film my process and share it with you guys. This is right around the part where I decide to go in and add more stickers, magazine cutouts, any sort of decoration that I wanted. I did put some on the right side, even though I hadn't written on that side yet. I just felt like it was missing something. It needed more detail. I have a very more cluttered, eclectic sort of style. Most people would want, not most, some people would want a bullet journal that is more minimalist, easy, something, it's literally a planner for them, or something to just keep their thoughts down. For other people, it's a form of art. It is how they express themselves, and that's a little bit more of what I do. For other people, it is a bit of both. They like the expressing of your artistic ability and stuff like that, but they still like to keep it more minimalistic because, like I said earlier, this took me over an hour and it's only one spread. Some people don't have that much time to dedicate to this sort of craft, and that's okay. Not everyone has to. I just happen to be spending my time doing this instead of, I don't know, something else that someone might have a hobby of. But for me, this is my hobby, and I choose to do it. Okay, so I lied. I actually ended up doing 3 on this page, so I did 5 colors total, but that doesn't really matter. 4 or 5, it's not that big of a difference. Um, but I just wanted to show that uh, I started to kind of get a little cramped for space on this slide. So I noticed that, and I wanted to include as much as I could. So I found um, that the website had limited information about some colors, but a lot more on others. So what I ended up doing is I took those colors that had a little less information than the rest, and I put them in these smaller corners or areas. Um, Although, in the last one that you'll see a little later on, I did have to go a little beyond where I wanted to go in a couple places, but that's okay. I managed to get all the information in without having to go on to the next page. That is one of my pet peeves of bullet journaling. Finishing halfway through a sentence on one page or halfway through a thought, a subsection, and having to go on to the next page. Because while I do have some topics that are more than just one spread and go on to have, heck, even 2 or 3 spreads, it is just a little annoying when it can't all fit onto one page, especially something that's on the smaller side, like this was. This website only had maybe 8 different colors of candles total, and I wasn't really planning on doing much more than that. I could go to another website, learn about more colors of candles and stuff like that, but I don't want to burden myself with with more things to do than I need to. This is, like I've said so many times in this video already, this is a fun activity for me, and I want to enjoy doing it. I don't want to overwork myself. I don't want to stress myself out doing something that I enjoy. This is a way for me to relieve stress. This is a way for me to kind of shut myself out from the world for a couple hours or minutes, however long I might need, to just focus on one thing and one thing only. And bullet journaling really helps me do that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little different from what I normally do. It's like 100% voiceover, and I don't have the best mic. I'm just using my computer mic, so I apologize if the audio is funky, but yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if you want more videos like this, or more makeup videos, or literally anything else. I'm so open for ideas. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Here, enjoy this little montage that I made of the whole spread. Thanks, bye.
She